That's Christine.
We need your help. That's Dr. Christine.
Is that Dr. Christine Lahti?
Christine Lahti.
Oh my God.
Christine Lahti in space.
She's in space now. Starring Christine Lahti as Dr. Christine Lahti and Alyssa Milano as Space Nurse. Christine Lahti, will you report to the nurse's station? In space.
She has lots of friends and lots of patients, and her boss is also played by Alyssa Milano.
So many special guest stars.
Daphne Zuniga plays a pencil.
Christine Lahti in space.
Christine Lahti in space. Season 1, Episode 7. I shot the Serif sister. Still reeling from the shortfall in her stationary stocktake,
Oh.
the boss has to sell off most of her space fonts.
No.
A patient is saved from an accidental space tentacle amputation when Space Nurse and Pencil, Daphne Zuniga, reinstate Space Hospital's many missing serifs.
Oh, God. Stupid.
I'm not meant to be laughing at this.
It's hard, isn't it?
Over a space Zoom call, Dr. Christine Lahti says a tearful goodbye to Sunset, while retired discount hairdresser special guest star Heather Locklear trims her bangs.
Oh my God. Okay. So I need to start at the end, which is that clearly Sunset, the gecko, isn't dead.
No.
No, he's just going on camp. He's going on school camp. But we don't know that for the whole episode. So we think that the blood transfusion has not taken.
Failed, yeah.
Even though
back
last week
on
it all
Earth,
seemed...
obviously, with
Yeah.
Cheryl Lee Ralph, which is why
Yeah.
the Zoom call.
Yeah.
Also, that guy that handles the lizard charges a lot of money, so they're just using a still photo with
Yeah. Is Cheryl Lee Ralph popping up in the background, or was she not available for
they're
this
not
episode?
paying her either.
No, okay. So we've got this whole thing, and I mean, it is the whole episode. It opens with this moment, and Christine's trying to make the Zoom call. She's settling in to get a haircut, to get her space bangs, which grow out quickly. You know, like just in case she doesn't like them, they grow out quickly.
Yeah, they grow out quickly. Space bangs are better.
And I
than
mean,
normal,
it's discounted anyway. It fits into the budget. So
she's retired.
yeah. So Heather's having to kind of cut around the juicy space tears because they're actually more gelatinous in space. It's a globular kind of vibe. And Christine's really upset. Like, she can't talk. That's why it takes the whole episode. They keep cutting back.
Sunset.
Oh no, I can't believe.
And Sunset's
This
just
may be the
like,
last time we ever
blur.
speak. Yeah, at the very end, it's just a photo of Sunset with a backpack, and they're kind of like, it's like a cutout piece of paper on a popsicle stick, and they just show him going to camp. So he's just going out of town for a couple of days. It's really a short, 3 or 4 nights maybe, of him on his first school camp. But it's a big deal.
It's a big
clearly
deal for a crested gecko.
for aggressive. Yeah, absolutely. Well, because he goes to a school with regular, like with humans.
Yes,
He's the only gecko.
he's the only gecko at the human school.
Yeah, and,
Constantly in danger of being sat on
I mean, and that's what she's afraid of.
and dissected into like
Yeah, because at school he has his own seat,
yeah.
and everyone knows it's assigned. Whereas on camp, you don't have assigned seating.
You don't have a sign seat.
You're just around the fire, and he's
You'll be
going to blend in.
sitting on a log. And
Yeah,
you look
he's going
like
to blend
a log.
into that log and the
Yeah.
grass and the leaves.
Someone could just plonk an ass right on
Yeah,
you.
yeah, absolutely.
I've been there.
I'm the tree. Climb me. So, I just it is emotional, but it's not for the reasons we think. Thankfully,
No, yeah.
And at the end, and poor Heather has to cut one hair at a time to get around the globular tears.
Oh my God, bangs one hair at a time. That's
It's
a
quite
commitment.
it is.
It's a very long and difficult to watch episode.
It is. It is.
Like they always, every ad break ends with her cutting another hair.
Yeah.
Back from the ad break, snip.
Yeah, and if she gets one of the tears actually have sensation and consciousness, so they just scream in agony if she gets them. So she's got to be very careful.
Got to be careful with those conscious tears.
Yeah, because they can turn against you very quickly, and there's a lot more of them than there are of you. They're pointy at one end, so. Both parts of this are fun. Being the one who writes it is fun, and being the one who makes random comments is also fun. So, Heather's working hard, but the boss isn't worrying about that because she knows it's in budget.
Yeah,
so she's happy
budget because she's retired. You can't pay her, otherwise she won't get a pension anymore.
No, she's back.
Oh,
that was what happened.
de-retired.
She's de-retired. That's what Christine had to talk her
she was just hanging
back
out.
into. No. She has to. She's now Christine Lahti's hairdresser.
Oh, okay.
And a discount hairdresser, which is why it fits into the budget.
But
no, you're right. She was retired briefly.
Right.
And Christine Lahti, with her skills, it was actually Alyssa Milano's Space Nurse that made it happen and talked her down off of the panic attack. But that's why Christine's hair is restored and she can continue.
Yeah.
So the boss is happy with this, which gives her time to, because Christine Lahti's not like doing random surgery on geckos.
No.
So she has the time to realize that there's some kind of inventory issue. Which can you remind me of what it was?
It was the shortfall.
The shortfall in her stock take.
Stock take.
Specifically,
stock take.
so it's stationary. So it's not necessarily pencil, because we know that Daphne Zuniga's sleeping in that room.
Yes.
To be back and full,
But
all
maybe,
accounted for.
Who knows if she's gone in there when Daphne's gone to the toilet, or
Could happen. Yeah.
Like there's
maybe
been
Daphne's
a shortfall.
Is that it could be, because I was like, it could be another kind of stationery that's
it could be post-it notes.
Yeah,
always stealing
absolutely.
those.
Bulldog clips.
Clips. Like maybe Christine's using those to keep her face up when she's feeling sad.
But and also
clip at the back of
do you
the
know what
head.
it is? Do you know what it is? Heather's gotten them to pull her hair back so she can cut the bangs.
Oh, it's for the bangs.
It's for the bangs.
Oh my God.
And maybe I'm trying to think of what, like, she's gotten the pencil sharpeners and the round ones that we can screw it off.
Yes.
And that's what she's catching the tears with, so that they're safe when they fall, so she doesn't piss them off.
And cause more injuries.
So the irony is that the boss thinks that, Christine's off there, she's not causing any trouble this week, and neither is Heather. It's all above board. But actually,
they're using
everything
all
she's looking
stationery.
for is in there. Was there anything else that I needed? Daphne Zuniga, what's she doing?
What is she doing?
Is she not doing anything? That's okay. She doesn't have to be doing anything.
No, yeah, it was they're running around replacing the serifs.
Oh, the serifs! How could we forget? That's the A plot.
The boss sold off all the fonts.
Right, so
she's got no serifs left, and so no one can read what the signs are anymore. And there is a patient with space tentacles who's nearly amputated by accident.
Because it says amputate, but it's not really amputate.
It's amputate, but there's 8 tentacles, and so they've obviously mistaken an I for a 1 because there's no serifs.
Yeah.
Or perhaps they've mistaken an L for an I. Who knows?
Yes, capitals and lowercase.
There's a serif problem.
So does the octopus need to get an amputation, or not at all?
It's not an octopus. It's just a space tentacle on someone.
Right. Yes, I heard octopus, but you're right.
I did say
it was
8.
just
8 tentacles. But yeah, it could be an octopus. So Space Nurse and Pencil are very busy reinstating the many missing serifs around the hospital.
Yeah, so that we're not amputating the wrong things. But now, do you think that the space tentacle person do they actually need one of their tentacles amputated, but it's the wrong one? Or is they're not there for that? They're there for the flu.
Oh, yeah, they could be there for, they've got stomach upset. Who knows?
Yeah.
But, yeah. It's,
Either way, you got to get the Serifs back.
Either way. But maybe one of the space tentacles has to go.
And just before
I'm not sure if it's a space tentacle or a space tentacle amputation. Like, I don't know if the amputation is from space or the tentacle.
Right, yeah. It could be different. Amputations could be different in space.
Yeah. But, yeah, I can't remember if, it was meant to be. Maybe it's a space maybe one of them has to go, but because of the missing Serifs, it's them nearly chopped off the wrong one.
Yeah. And I'm picturing, like, before an ad break or the opening credits, it's maybe the boss or probably the boss.
Yeah.
And, she's upset about
hurry
this
up
decision.
and do this amputation. What's taking so long?
Yeah. And she's upset that she's had to make this decision, but it's what's happening. And this is where she announces to her team, and she looks towards the camera and goes, we could do that. We could amputate the right tentacle, but unfortunately, we are sans Serif. And everyone's like, no, but we need the Serifs. How are we going to know? And that's how she breaks it to everyone.
Yeah. And that's also like, it's kind of like a meta plot, because it's like, well, we've lost all our Serifs. This poor man loses his tentacle that he technically needs.
Yeah.
Maybe we do need those Serifs after all.
Yes.
That's the understanding we get at the end. It's like, oh, we thought they were unnecessary and we tried to cut them in the budget, but really we needed the Serifs.
Yeah.
And even though they're putting them back manually, I think it's probably best if they try and talk the boss into paying for the Serif fonts as well as the sans Serif ones, which were on sale.
Yeah. And one of the Serifs is a nun, and that's why it's called I Shot the Serif's Sister. And probably a singing nun, I would assume.
Absolutely a singing nun. Who's pregnant?
Yeah, sure. by one of the tiers.
Mother always used to say, you'll be in more trouble than a pregnant nun.
Oh my God, that's a lot of trouble.
And then there was a pregnant nun on Days of Our Lives. I thought, ooh, she's in trouble.
Yeah. Oh, don't tell Mother Inferior about her.
Mother Inferior.
Oh my God.
Have we solved this episode?
I think we have. It's fun. I was worried that it wouldn't be as fun this way.
No.
It's still fun.
Bonkers.
And now you're experiencing like what I experienced, where it's like adding to it. Because at the end of the day, we're just reading the TV guide, synopsis
from the 90s.
And having to guess, fill in the gaps.
Yeah.
Very fun.
So I need another episode title for next week.
All right. This is heavily
my last
inspired.
one, by the way.
It is.
As showrunner.
And then it's all me.
Yeah.
Well, not last ever, but
No.
for this block.
For this, yeah.
So this is heavily inspired by a very popular Netflix series. And I thought, well, Christine Lahti's going to want to get involved in this.
Yes.
Episode 8 is called Christine Lahti or Cake. What you do with that is up to you.
I've seen a Star Trek episode where someone was a cake.
Oh, stop it, really?
Yes! Deanna was a cake.
Oh my God.
Things can happen in space. You don't know.
They can happen in space.
All right. We'll be back next week with episode 8 of Christine Lahti in Space. Christine Lahti or cake.
Yeah, I want to find out. Either way, she's delicious.
Either way.
All right. Bye, Lahti.
Bye, Lahti.
Help us, Christine. We need your help. That's Dr. Christine. Is that Dr. Christine Lahti? Christine Lahti. Oh my God. Christine Lahti in space. She's in space now. Starring Christine Lahti as Dr. Christine Lahti and Alyssa Milano as Space Nurse. Christine Lahti, will you report to the nurse's station? In space. She has lots of friends and lots of patience, and her boss is also played by Alyssa Milano. So many special guest stars. Daphne Zuniga plays a pencil.